Ah, like I was talking that entire time, but I realized I had my mic muted. That's not helpful. All right, let's see if we can get some music. I'm just concerned because the last time I played music, I had some random groups go, ah, yeah, we're gonna copyright you, even though CG4 does not copyright people for his music, which might be part of the problem. Um, just from looking at that, am I going to have any issues with this? Well, it's different enough that I feel like it won't be a problem. Yeah, let's go with that. That it'll be fine. Just have a little bit of background music, and it's okay. I can just dispute it if people don't, if if it gets copyrighted again. Awesome. Well, I guess we get better get back into working on the drawing. It's been a hot second since worked on this. What was I doing? I was coloring things in, I think. Just neatening up the coloring. Yeah, because I think I have the... Yeah, I have the line art finished, so we'll just continue on with coloring. Alright. Well, while we're doing the coloring, I feel like we should have a topic to talk about. I haven't done too much more writing for When It Rains. I was a little bit busy past couple of weeks working on some other projects. I was working on some picture books, one of which is a client project, so I can't talk too much about that, just that I'm doing it. And then the other one, let's turn it different. Yeah, there we go. And then the other one is a picture book that I'm just creating because I want to create it. It's called Cataloging the Clouds. I actually was just working on it before the stream, where this one is a little bit different. I want to make some in real life dioramas of the some of the environments. Not all of the book is going to be dioramas, because I feel like that would be a lot, but some of the book, particularly the really wowing pages for the clouds, I want to needle felt the clouds because wool is pretty, I don't know, like you pull wool apart and it looks cloud-like, so I want to take advantage of that and use wool to make clouds. And then with that, I also want to create some environments. I'm trying to decide if I want the environments to also be needle felted, or if I should just like go all in and make a realistic looking environment while it's still stylized, if that makes sense. I just realized I'm covering up the chat, which is not helpful. So if people are talking to me, I can't see it. There we go. That's better. Hello to anyone who is stopping in. We are having fun continuing on with the drawing I was made last stream. We're making an ice cream shop for my story When It Rains. It's going to be one of the not pivotal, but a good location for my characters to meet up, so I want to make sure it is well designed and iconic looking. cataloging the clouds. I just built the frame for the diorama, so I have something to suspend the clouds from, and then potentially lights, though I might have those staged in different areas. I'm so excited because one of the things I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna bend the PVC pipe. So I'm gonna heat up some sand, and then I'm gonna bend it around a preformed thing. And it's gonna be lovely. I should probably inform Discord that I'm streaming. One of my friends was like, hey, you should have let us know. And I was like, I did. But then I realized I didn't, like, call anyone out, like, at anyone. So we'll just notify everyone. Currently streaming. Yep. There we go. Alright. Back to the coloring. I don't think I've listened this far into alpha. I didn't I didn't realize it got so adventure themed. So, I guess we'll just keep on going then. Just babble on. Someone will stay, and it'll be great. I might have some people watching later. What should I talk about? I went swimming today. That was fun. I want to be consistent with it, because I just need an exercise that I can just casually do and not think too hard about it. Sometimes it feels difficult. For a little bit there, I was pretty consistent with working out, but it's hard sometimes. Not getting the motivation. I have plenty of motivation to do it. It's getting the momentum to do it is the issue. Momentum to start. And then sometimes the momentum to continue going. Because if it's something like cardio, it can sometimes be hard to keep my focus. Hello! Is there still going to be a big sign? Yes, there's going to be a big sign. I haven't had a chance to design it yet. So, it's currently going to stay blank until I come up with a design. And depending on how long it takes me to finish coloring this, that might be something we work on today. I feel like I should make the lights blue. I think that would be a fun little spot of color on the building. And it would probably help contrast the sign when I eventually add that in. Yep. Good, good, excellent, thank you. I'm glad the colors are coming across well. It is helpful. So you can't see it because I have the stream set up in a way where you won't see me zooming in and out of the drawing. So my view of the drawing is I have it like zoomed in right at the lights. You see it full picture though, which is probably better for the viewing experience. Though I do have something set up on a different monitor so I can see it full screen. So that is nice. Let's go back over to the striping. I didn't finish just striping. Anyway, how's your day been? I hope it's been good. Productive or relaxing or just overall enjoyable. Yeah, I messed around with it a little bit and I was very happy with the VTuber. Probably a little bit too happy with it considering how simple it was to put together. I I it's so silly. I was like building it up in my head on like how difficult it was going to be, and then when I actually tried it out, it turned out to be so much simpler. So the only thing stopping me from making more is just making the avatars. Day's been fine. It's really cold where I am. That's fair. It's been pretty chilly where I am too. Not like frost on the car windows. Well, maybe frost on the car windows. I haven't tried to drive my car around 7 a.m., which is probably when there would be frost on my car. So to me, there wasn't frost on the car, but there probably was. I think the water I occasionally see on the side of my car is in the formation of what ice would be. But yeah, it is nice though, because now I can be bundled up in all of my fun sweaters. My friends know that I really enjoy layering clothing because I don't know. That's my peak fashion when I can start layering clothing. So I am quite happy when the weather gets cold enough that I can do that without dying. Because the goal is not to be killed by the weather. Hello! Welcome to the stream. It seems like we have a couple people here. For any of you who weren't here for the last one, we are working on a ice cream shop for my story When It Rains. It's going to be not like the most important building, but a pretty important building to the story. So I figured it would be a good one to start with the design. Like, I have a couple other buildings, like at the downtown area of... I need a name for the town. I don't have one yet, but essentially the town where the story takes place, I have some simple buildings designed, but nothing as intentional as this. So this is the first intentional one. It will probably help lead the design of the other buildings. We could continue with the blue theme with the handrails. I'm just worried that if I start adding too much blue, it'll take away from the warm leaning that I'm going for. Is there any other colors that I could use? Part of the problem too is this is isolated. If I were to be drawing this building next to others, it wouldn't be designed. I think I have a background of red. Nope. No red for me. Just... Oh, I did design the plants. That's fun. We could color those. That would be nice. Oh, yeah. Speaking of... Are the stairs concrete or what? Well, that would probably be a good idea considering a lot of the building is already wood. So if I continued with the wood theme, it might be a lot of wood. So we could say, yeah, it's concrete, probably. Yeah, we'll go with concrete or concrete adjacent. As for my Green's fishing problem. I'm glad you enjoyed the animatic enough to come see some of my other work. I am currently working on another animatic. It's based around the wildlife series, specifically episode 1. That's the problem with animatics. It always feels like I'm a little bit behind the actual video that came out. But I'm doing 5 minutes, hence why it's taking me so long, but 5 minutes of the Sub 1 Club being silly. I was gonna have it just of them almost dying, but I thought there was a lot of funny moments that I decided to turn it into 5 minutes of the Sub 1 Club being silly. Currently in the thumbnailing stage for that, so it's very rough, but then also I'm still doing a little bit of the animation, and once I'm finished with the thumbnails, I can make a more concrete line so people can actually tell. Yeah, 5 minutes. It wasn't quite 5 minutes, but Green's fishing problem was also pretty long, and that one did pretty well. So I have high hopes that doing that long of a video will be helpful, especially since now I am monetized. That is 5 minutes will be fun. I'm telling myself this so that I don't I'll get it done eventually. The difference being if I get it finished within the next 3 weeks or within the next 2 months, depending on how excited on the project I am. It'll get finished. It's just a matter of when. I am pretty excited about it, though, so I'm going to do my best to get it finished in somewhat of a reasonable time while wildlife is still going on, so there'll still be a little bit of hype around it in the searches. The Hermitcraft community is really, really nice. They're patient people, so they don't mind waiting. So I don't think it'll be the end of the world if I don't finish the video as quickly as I would like. The song right now is very iconic feeling. See if I get a random person who decided to make a remix of the song, who then copyrighted it and is now causing issues in the copyright system. It's fine. They don't have a leg to stand on. I can just dispute it. Just take 30 days. Do pinky flowers. Reader. Well, with how quickly this coloring is going, I think I'll be able to get it over to the sign today. And then you can do more input into the design process. Because this is just kind of coloring at the moment. Don't need to get too exact with it, and maybe I'm getting a touch bit too into the details of the flowers, but that's fine. It's fine. They look good. Alright. I'm thinking I should make the railing blue. Differentiate it from the concrete. other projects that I've been working on. I've been slowly trying to do more work on not When It Rains, In Small World. That one's been on a bit of a hiatus. I've been working on that story for 3 years now. So it's so funny. After college, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work on this more often. I'm gonna try and update this once a week now. I probably should have just kept it to twice every 2 weeks because I was consistent with that, and then trying to up the pace didn't change my will to do it. I have plenty of motivation to try and finish the project. Just When It Rains is so shiny and new looking, and just it's my little precious baby at the moment. I just want to work on it. No hate to Bean. I love Bean, but this story has so much puzzling to work out and so many interesting twists and turns, and yeah, it's difficult, but that's what makes it so interesting. Writing When It Rains is difficult just because of how much research I have to put into it. It's something I want to do right, which means making sure that I do my due diligence and look into everything so that when people watch it, they won't be left feeling like random crazy details when I'm reading will pop out to me as being false. Like the other day I was reading a story and they kind of had it wasn't the most important plot point, but it was also it was like a decently important plot point where one of the characters was a literal infant, and they didn't have the stages, like the milestones, correct. So the literal infant child was doing things that a couple month old baby would do. Yeah, so details like that, I want to make sure I get them right so other people aren't left feeling that character couldn't do that. That's literally impossible. Stuff like that. I made a playlist on Apple Music called The Blood Moon Witch, inspired by Pearlescent Moon's double life. Oh, that's fun. Incorrect child milestones are really frustrating. Exactly! Like, I haven't raised a child, but I know it's not correct. They shouldn't be smiling right now. They can't see their parent. They can't copy them. I do agree. I'm glad you also understand the pain. I think I've designed this to be like a more stained glass looking thing. So I could put some pastel colors in there. Warm pastel colors specifically. A little bit more pastel. There we go. Yeah. So we want to avoid that problem by doing proper research. But sometimes that research is hard to find. I'm gonna have to contact some, like, who am I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, email people to get some of the research I need. That's how obscure some of it is. So, color-wise, pink. Maybe I like green. Yellow? Maybe yellow? Oh, okay. Emails. Good luck. Thank you. I'm hoping because it's so niche, they'll be eager to answer me, or at least read the email. Because they're small enough that people asking them information about it is to be expected. One can hope, anyway. Ooh, that's cute. That's really cute. Maybe I should leave some of them white. Not all of them. Some of them. I feel like the yellow should be brighter. A little too bright. There we go. Alright. Next topic of conversation. What can we move on from emails? If I just keep talking, an idea will come to me. Do you guys have an idea of conversation? I think being clear white, some cool. Pink is too dark? I could try it being lighter. Works. Oh, that's good. I like that. I feel like they would also be the kind of shop to do like little drawings on their windows to proclaim their coolest new flavor. Oh, I could add tiny details. That's lovely. Okay, we're adding tiny details now. Because I think we have most of the main coloring done. So at this point, it would just be sign, window drawings. Yes, exactly. See, you get it. So we can do flyers, little window drawings. Bit too big. What size did I have this before? 10. They would probably have... That's a bit too small. Probably have a sign up front. I want this to be like a... Not a... like... Their fun thing is that they make slightly odd flavors. But their most normal flavors will be probably the very basic ones, and then from there, they get more specialized. I feel like most people, when they go to a ice cream shop, they don't go for simple vanilla. It usually has something added to it, but what could I put on these flyers? If you think of anything that go on the flyers that be helpful. Like the birthday. You know when you that one John Mulaney bit where he's like, when you're writing a happy birthday card, you start with a big H. I'm in that situation right now. But it's with flavors. Do I need to spell flavors? Maybe not. But maybe I do. I'm still having the issue. Wow. I can get flavor in there. It's okay, we have the technology, we can fix this. I feel like this is too big. Let's make that a bit smaller. That's a bit too small. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's what we're talking about. And then we can have little squiggle lines, because the rest of the writing is too small for anything else. I think I'm gonna draw pumpkin, because this does take place in the fall. They could have some fall themed flavors like apple pie, pumpkin. Yes. Ooh, yes. I could not do a spider web. Could draw Frank. See how good my calligraphy is. The pins in the way. New scoops. I don't even know anymore. I will just keep it without the writing. Just add more details. Let's add a spider. Spiders sound fun. Let's make him purple. Hello! Welcome to the stream. We're designing an ice cream shop for my story When It Rains. You're currently decorating it. Do I need to go look at Frank? I love new scoops. I'm glad you like it. Maybe I'll add it back in. New scoops inside. I'm having the birthday card problem again. We could leave that for now. I can't leave it. I can't leave it. Who knew the most difficult thing would be the hand-lettered type? I knew. I took a class for it, and yet I'm still struggling. Okay. There were hermits that would likely commit tax. I assume you mean tax fraud. Probably. I don't know. Though, I guess if you're going for hermit personas, then yes. If you were going for actual real life people, I would say no on either of them. Just because I think Scar wouldn't be able to afford to commit tax fraud. And then Green seems like an upstanding citizen who does small acts of rebellion. If you were in Hermitcraft, what permit would you want? That is a good question. I think it would be something I wouldn't have to grind too much at, like I could automate some of it. I think that would be the only way the shop stays open, just because grinding is not my favorite thing to do in Minecraft, so the money is certainly a good incentive to do it. What would be something you wouldn't have to grind too much of? That is a good question. Let me think about that for a second and get back to you. It's... Maybe an iron farm? It seems pretty boring, but at least for the most expensive one. Anything but mushroom stems. That's a good point. That's a good point. It looks fun to break, but it is not. It is that is. I agree. That is not a productive use of your time. Well, I have 3 windows, so I could add. I could add that spider into a different one. We don't need to stuff them all into one side. I'm gonna quickly Google what a spider looks like, because despite having one as a pet, I'm still struggling to think of what it would look like. It's okay if you it's okay if you die. That just means you don't play in hardcore mode. That's all. It doesn't need to be anything special. Just as long as you're enjoying doing what you're doing. Spider. Do you have 3 or 2? You have 2. That is the main difference between you and an ant. You are not an insect. Legs. How did spiders decide on having 8 legs? I guess it would probably be part of the climbing aspect, but other insects, there's other insects that do climbing too, and they don't have 8 legs. So what makes spiders so special? It's probably the production of that just looks like eyelashes. Okay, one underneath. Make that a bit smaller, and then I can have him hanging from a thread. Won't that be lovely? Now I'm curious. Why did spiders evolve with 8 legs? Time to Google search. Grow lots of legs. It's like how everything evolves into a crab eventually. I do spiders. I know spiders have 8 legs. 8 legs, 8 eyes. For starters, having 8 legs is highly advantageous when it comes to speedy versatility locomotion. I can't stay, but I'll be watching the replay over the weekend. These are super comforting to watch whilst cleaning or recovering from my current injury. These streams continue. Oh, well, I hope whatever your current injury is, I hope it heals relatively quickly, or at least as quickly as it's allowed to. And yeah, I hope you get the chance to watch it again. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Have a good night. Versatility and locomotion. They're effective crawlers at any. Alright. That. Alright. Well, that. Wait. That was a cursed comment. Wait, where was it? I shouldn't have clicked in. But it was out of context. Their legs are actually a part of their mouth. That's horrifying. I guess it makes sense because they don't really have teeth, so they need to use their legs to bring it closer to what's part of their digestive system. I'm sorry, this is probably not the cozy content you were looking for. Mouth legs, exactly. That is kind of horrifying. Oh my goodness. Let's move back to drawing and not looking at cursed spider facts. I feel like I'm doing that wrong. I feel like the basis of a spider web is a hexagon and not a diamond shape. Do I need to look up a spider web. I feel like I need to look up a spider web. I could draw a black cat in the last one, or at least a cat. I'll erase, I'll leave dots for the eyes. It'd be kind of funny if the owners were just obsessed with cats and made puns based on the cats. Don't know if that's the actual lore I want, but it would be silly. That doesn't look right. I was trying to go for having a space open, but then it kind of looked like a mouth, and that wasn't right. Consider, would the person decorating this window have looked up a spider web? That is a good question. That is a good question. See, it's not me lacking detail, it's actually adding detail. I think that's cute. I think we have time to start playing around with a graphic design for an ice cream shop sign. I think that's the next step. Let me group these together and we can start working on the design for the ice cream shop sign. Group from layers. Shop. Now we can move on to iconography. I'll give you slightly inaccurate bean to look at while I'm scrolling through Pinterest. Just for some, there we go. More accurate bean. Just for some visual interest. I am going to leave some bits of the roof white. That is, let's go back over there. Reevaluate. Yeah, I was gonna leave some of it white because it looks blank now, but in the context of the street, let me see if I can pull up what the street looks like so you can have a better idea of where this is going to be sitting, because it looks blank because it's existing on a white space, but it's not going to exist on a white space. You're good. I just want to show you what I'm thinking so we're both on the same page. And I appreciate you asking questions because it makes me think about my drawing, and then I can be more sure about the decisions I'm making. Wow, that is not what I wanted to do. Can I? Okay. Please, I just want to paste. I copy the image. Now I want to paste the image, please. Please. Why is Control V not working? I swear, I think Photoshop changed some things on me. This is very riveting content. Alright, I guess guess you won't see it. Apologies. If you are in you cannot paste an image. What a ridiculous concept. I am wondering if it's because I'm copying and pasting from the internet. That might be the issue. I probably have it on my... Let's do something else. I think I have something that can work better. Something that's not as cursed. Yeah, I have it. I have the drawing. I have my external hard drive plugged in. We're good. There we go. So this is the concept, this is the Main Street view. So I'm thinking the white shop right here. The white shop right here. I'm going to turn the building on its side, so this will be the front with the stairs. And I'll have the park area for people to sit down at. Yeah. You can have Bean. I'm gonna look up some stuff on Pinterest to see. Love the tree style. Thank you. It is slightly influenced by the 3D model I built for that street view. All right, let's go over to Pinterest because that's where I get all of my visual ideas. Ice cream shop icon. Ice cream shop signs. Let's see what they have. If you have a favorite type of ice cream iconography or sign, feel free to let me know and I can look at this. Could add it into plan. This look like, there we go. That's an ice cream type sign. Feels like most of these signs are for inside the restaurant, not necessarily a logo. So I guess maybe I should search up logo instead of... Have you guys look at the Pinterest page while let me just... Don't know why he looks like that. Now he's just long. That's fine. There we go. Could have letters with chocolate drizzles, sprinkles, or cherry, whatever. Interesting, interesting. We'll keep that in mind. Ice cream shop logos. These look very modern. Ice cream shop logos. It's better, that's better. Getting more of the vibe that I want. what I'm seeing from these and what I'm remembering from ice cream shops I've interacted with, I probably don't have to go too hard with the logo design. Good place to start. Guess we'll just get sketching then. Alright. Maybe I should pick out something specific. I like the idea of having the ice cream cone on there. It seems like also everyone likes that idea too. So let's start with the ice cream cone and we can move from there. Scoop. I don't have a name for this. A name would probably be really helpful when, when designing a logo. Because usually the name is incorporated in the logo. I guess we're thinking up of ice cream shop names. Freezy treats. We're just spitballing here. Crazy treats. That probably would. There's some dairy delights. That sounds like dairy delights. That could be interesting. I was about to say, frozen dairy delights sounds like a marketing scheme for someone who's not allowed to put their ice cream, list their ice cream as ice cream because they don't have enough fresh cream in it. So they have to say frozen dairy dessert or frozen dairy delights. Can we get a treat with extra lactose in a market that's lactose free? We might get sued if we do that. Just warning you. Like, it could be a possibility. But also, someone might take complaint to that. I'm just repositioning this because I realized they can put it on my tab. Dairy Delights. That's a good idea so far. Addition Delights. Scooping Dreams. Creamery. Creamery Sweet. These sound so silly. Frozen Palace, Ice Cream Fantasy, The Old Dairy Parlor, Cones and More. Ye Old Dairy Delights. We have a random name generator. Really old ice cream shops were also candy / soda counters. That is true. Can we go back to having soda bars? I think those were fun. Make soda a treat again. would be kind of funny if there was an ice cream shop name generator. Wow, there really is something for everything. 540 ice cream shop name ideas, plus name generator. The old creamery counter. That's pretty good. Your business. This is an AI tool, isn't it? Scoops of joy, sweet swirls, frozen delights, chill vibes creamery, whimsical cones, dreamer. So I wasn't off having dreamery scoopin' dreams. Milk menagerie. Milk menagerie. That could be interesting. Scoops of happiness, blissful bites, icy creations, ice cream dreamers. Scoops of sunshine, heavenly frost. Why are these scoops of heaven, yummy yonder cones? Oh my god. Cool. Wait, what was the creative ice cream shop names? Blissful bites. Who bites ice cream? A person who does not have a cold sensitivity. Chill Thrills Creamery, Arctic Sweets, Frosty Fusions, Chillax Cones, Sub-Zero Swirls. Oh, that's pretty. Snowflake Swirls, Chill Out Cones, Arctic Delights, Frozen Fiesta Fiesta! Frozen Fiesta Creamery, Chillaxation Station. You know, if we were in a railroad town, Chillaxation Station would actually be a pretty good name for an ice cream shop. Ice Zest Cones. Icy Zest Cones. Why is there zest in there? Are we serving lemon ice cream? Funny ice cream shop names. I think all of these were funny. Oh. Well, you can't just put laughter and a funny ha-ha into your... Scoops of laughter. Chuckalicious cones. You know, just because you name it funny doesn't make it fun. I thought that was chillax. Did I say that? I hope I didn't say. Like, you can't just call something funny by putting funny in the name. That doesn't make it funny. Unique ice cream shop names. Enchanted Scoops. That's certainly unique. Nebula Delights Ice Cream. Twilight Temptations Creamery. If they do it on YouTube Shorts, why not here? Very true. Very true. Atlas Delight Gelato. Atlas is fun, though I don't think the decoration of the building matches Stardust Scoops. I feel like Dairy Delights could work, we just need something else to add onto it. So... we could probably take one of the... These are all very mystical. Cute ice cream shop name ideas. Sweet whiskered cones. Pretty pastel scoops. Why are cupcakes considered cute? Dairy Delights and Dreams? That might be it. That... Maybe. I'm feeling like it's slightly too long. Dairy Delights and Dreams? I feel like Dairy Delights Creamery would be slightly redundant in a silly way. Oh, you're right. You gotta abbreviate it. Delish dairy dishes. Hmm. You guys are coming up with some good names. I draw an and symbol like a money symbol, and that doesn't quite look right with. How does one draw an and symbol? Danish dairy dishes. I was just gonna write a Danish. You're not allowed to kidnap them though. They have to be. You have. You have to get a willing participant. No kidnapping, okay? You got it. Yes. Thank you. Um. That's just an infinity. Um. This doesn't feel. That's fine. That that's fine. Does it look like a weird 8? Sure. But what things don't? You did it! Thanks! Yay! Confetti. Dairy Delights and Dreams. Dairy Delights Creamery. Frozen Dairy Delights. Scoopin' Dairy Delights. Freezy Dairy Delights. Ye old Dairy Delights. I, I think we're finding that Dairy Delights is good, or at least I like it. Just. Do we need anything else with Dairy Delights? Or is Dairy Delights on its own good enough? Frozen Dairy Delights is good. We could go back to the OG name. That is true. We could go back to the OG name. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with Frozen Dairy Delights for. If I come up with another name in the ideation process, we will keep it in mind. Okay. So now that we have the name out of the way, now we can logo ideas. I feel like I need a thicker brush for this. Let's get a thicker brush. Yeah, that's good. Maybe I can have it going in an arc. Possibility. Where are my references? We no longer need 540 examples of ice cream shop names. They might very well spell it delights. But that makes it seem like it's a light ice cream. I don't want a light ice cream. I like the connotation of having light rather than light. Just because this feels like a brighter connotation and this feels like a beer company. This might be something I have to do off stream. This feels like a very just concentration heavy thing for me. I don't do a lot of logo design, so it's not something I can do while talking a bunch. And I would feel bad if I just had you guys watching me draw things out without talking about it. The D kind of looks like you're not wrong. That could be something. Okay, let's make this smaller. Uh, just take off the frozen and just keep dairy delights. Because I'm finding with this that simplicity is key and having an extra third thing. Muddying up the logo a bit, maybe? Because a good logo is being able to simplify it. So if you have a more complicated logo, to then be able to take that and make it smaller and have it still be recognizable without the rest of the words. I don't think I can do that. That's not quite right. Simplicity is good. Yes. Maybe their thing can be waffle bowls instead of cones. I feel like I need a shape around this. And I could make that smaller. Tip it on its side. Yes, waffle bowl. I feel like I need to sit away from this for a little bit. Let's work on something else. We could do some character design now. What kind of employees would we have at this ice cream shop? Let me do a Pinterest people photography. When I'm designing characters, I'll sometimes search up photography of people to get some ideas because there's some real characters sometimes. Now, let's see. Who would own an ice cream shop? Oh. Yeah, I feel like this guy would, let me copy that and see if... There we go. Now he wants to work. I feel like that guy would own an ice cream shop. Design a character around this man. Thinking he'd be on the shorter side, slightly hunched. His hands would always be somewhat together. His apron would kind of slump down. Yeah. Alright. Let's get a close-up on this guy's face. As I'm sketching, I feel like we could talk about something else. What kind of would lead this man to run an ice cream shop? I feel like we need some backstory for him. Maybe I can give him like a little swirl on the top of his head, reminiscent of the Dairy Queen swirl. What kind of life would this guy lead? He owns an ice cream shop. He likes coming up with wacky flavors. Maybe him and a childhood friend had a game where they would come up, you'd try and like put together uncommon flavors, but still try and make them like taste good. And they wouldn't necessarily make the flavors, just list them off. And as they like, that's it. Man. Maybe Alina does end up getting a job at the ice cream shop with this man at some point. She just doesn't get the job right away. Like the next year. Because all she had to do was try and ask to get the job in order to get it. But since she never ended up applying, she didn't get the job. She was too nervous. She messed up. She messed up the app. For the first episode, I have Lena trying to get a job, and in her desperation to do so, she's like giving herself mock interviews, and she was doing it in the window of the ice cream shop, and she was talking to herself and getting really into it. And the ice cream shop saw the owner of the ice cream shop saw her, and she was so mortified that she ended up not even applying. She just ran away, and it took her a lot of courage to actually go back inside of the shop. So I want him to be forgiving and kind. A silly, goofy man who likes to make ice cream. Here. So I think I just need to draw him a bunch of times now. To just let the design itself get cemented. Sometimes you just need to draw the design a bunch of times. And it'll come together. Hello. Yeah, I'm still going. How long has it been? Is it? Huh. I didn't even realize how long it had been. Yes. I'm communicating. Did you want to see the ice cream shop? I was trying to make a guy who would be running the ice cream shop. He looked like a guy who would run the ice cream shop.
Looks good.
So that is not the right. There we go.
Very nice.
Thank you. I need to come up with a logo to go here. That's why it's blank. But yeah, I'm not sure what kind of logo I want to go for. I came up with the name Dairy Delights.
Okay.
So I'm trying to come up with a logo for it, and that's what I got so far. So it kind of looks like 2Ds, but I wasn't feeling it, so I moved over to something else, which character design.
Sure. Yeah, sometimes you gotta let some ideas go and let them incubate for a little while.
Yeah. So I think I might end the stream here just because it is 10 o'clock. It's been in like an hour and a half. I should probably. It's somewhat late.
Do you have any viewers currently?
No, not at the moment. I did have one person who was hanging out for a little bit, but I think they had to leave. So I think it's a good place to stop. But thank you guys for watching the stream. If you were watching the VOD, I hope you enjoyed it, and I am planning on streaming again next week. So be on the lookout for that. We'll continue working on the ice cream shop. All right. Have a good rest of your night or day or whatever. All right. Bye.